What's good, everybody? This is the 2021 hunt list. We're going DEFCON red, so hit that subscribe button and join the ride. But I still gotta find this list. This list is here somewhere. I'm sure. I'm sure I can find it here. In just a second. Let me find this list.
We're police, exactly. We're hoping it won't be necessary to call the police.
Wait, who said we gotta involve the police? Who are you guys? What are you doing here?
But that's up to little
Andy.
isn't it?
Andy. What do you mean it's up to me? Where's my hunt list? You got my hunt list? What's in the box? Where'd you get that? How did you find that?
Is this your hunt list, Andy?
Yes, that's my list. Where did you get it?
Is this your hunt list, Andy?
Man,
Dude, please.
Yes, for the love of God, I've told you. That is mine. Give it back to me. Where did you find that?
Is this your hunt list, Andy?
ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours?
Andy.
What does my car have to do with my hunt list? Give me the list back. Give it to me now.
Is this your hunt list,
Is
Andy?
that your car out front?
There's no need to get excited.
Is this your hunt list, Andy?
We know it's this. Where's the money, you little brat?
Chill out, man. Chill out. Calm down.
Have you ever heard of Vietnam?
What does Vietnam have to do with this?
Oh, for
You're
Christ's
entering a
sake,
world of
Walter.
pain, son. We know that this is your
Hunt list.
I don't want any pain. I want my hunt list back. Give me my hunt list back. Give it to me now.
We know that you stole a car.
And the money.
And the money.
I didn't steal anything. That car's mine. And what money are you talking about? What is going on here? You're nuts. You're certifiably psychotic.
And we know that this is your
Hunt
I
list,
cut your off.
Andy.
killing your father.
Andy.
Wait, you're cutting what off? No. Wait, whoa. Simmer down now. Simmer down.
All right. This is pointless. Okay. It's time for plan B.
Plan B? What do you mean plan B? Give me my list and get out of my house.
You might want to watch out that front window.
Andy.
Son, this is what happens when you a stranger in the
Buttocks.
language problem here. Little prick stonewalling me.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the 2021 hunt list. I'm going to kick it off at number 10, and we're going to go scaling up to number 1. Here we are. Number 10, I'm bringing in the birthday book. Why? I've heard some people talking about doing a birthday book. They're having a birthday book. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to add this. I've added this to my hunt list as a goal to achieve for this year, because it would be really cool to find out what my birthday book is, see if it's something affordable, and try to go for a 9.8 or a high grade raw, or even just a reader copy if it's something super expensive. I don't know. We're going to look into that. That's number 10. Number 10 being the birthday book. I wanted to add some goals that were very achievable for this hunt list. I didn't want to overcomplicate this hunt list for this year. I'm already way behind in 2021. Here we are in 2021, and I'm only just now recording this hunt list. So I'm woefully behind, and I wanted to make some of these things pretty achievable. So I'm going to look this up, figure out what this birthday book is, and try to hunt that down here pretty soon. Next up, number 9 is going to be The Walking Dead, number 1 in the CGC 9.8. Oof. Ouch. When I started writing this list, that book was trending back down to 2K, and I was hoping it was going to drop below 2K. It hasn't. It was trending down. Some of the sales were getting closer to 2K. The book rebounded. I don't know what kind of news happened as far as the show or potential movies or whatever's happening in the Walking Dead world. I don't know. I'm not following it. Haven't been following the show for quite some time. I do know that we owned the book prior. Many years ago, we had a CGC 9.8. Fun story. That book originally, we sold it and it paid for our entire open bar at our wedding, which is awesome. I don't regret that sale, but I regret not having that book in my collection for a much cheaper price. And adding this to the hunt list is going to be a goal that I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to achieve this goal this year. I don't know if I'm going to want to. Asking prices are now well above 4. floating between 3,500 and 4,500 asking prices. The completed sales are lower than that, if I remember correctly, but still, I'm gonna have to flip my way to that book if I'm gonna make it happen this year. And I think that's one of those goals that I don't know. I got to reevaluate that. I'm going to leave it on the list. I don't know if we're going to achieve it this year. We'll see what happens. It's still fun to reach for the stars. I don't know that if we're going to make this one happen. Like I said, I might have to flip my way to this book. It's there. It's on my radar to pay attention to. We'll see what happens. Moving along. Coming in at number 8 for this hunt list for 2021 are Golden Age Marine Corps books. I don't have any Golden Age Marine Corps books in my collection. I've got a couple of Silver Age. Yeah, I've got a couple of Silver Age Marine Corps books in my collection, but I don't have any Golden Age. And there are some fantastic Golden Age Marine Corps books out there. I know DS Comics is very in tune with the Golden Age market and a lot of those military books. I'll probably hit him up with a couple of questions, asking for some advice. I've followed a couple of books over the course of the last year and wanted to add a Golden Age Marine Corps book to my hunt list this year because I think I can get my way there if I put away $20, $30, $40 a week, something, save up that money here and there as I go incrementally and make that goal. I think that's a very realistic goal for towards the end of this year. Continue to save up. We'll get there. Next up, number 7. Number 7. This might be biting off more than I can chew for this year, but I do want to get my first graded pre-code horror book. Whether it's a 0.5, a 1.0, or a 2 or a 3. I love those books. I love those covers. I used to collect them as a kid. The ripped up, tattered, torn ones that people didn't want back then that were really cheap. And I didn't have a large collection. I had a handful. It was part of my original collection that I had sold off many, many, many years ago. So I'd like to get a graded copy. It's going to be tough. I might be biting off more than I can chew here with this list, but I'm going to try. These are some lofty goals, but there's some fun, affordable goals in here too. We'll get there. So number 7. Ooh, man. It's kind of exhausting to think about what I want to accomplish in a year. But number 7, yeah, first graded pre-code horror book. I would like to add one to the collection. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe as things continue to progress this year and conventions start happening again at some point, maybe some books will start moving or more will come to market. We'll see what happens. Next up, number 6. Number 6, I'm really, really excited for. I hope you guys understand how excited I am for this number 6. This is a super cool goal that I really want to achieve, and I probably should have even bumped up a little bit when I first wrote the list. When I first wrote the list, I put it in at number 6. I'm keeping it there. We'll see what happens. I don't want to talk pricing about this book. The Last of Us number 1 in a CGC 9.8. Why is this book important to me? Thank you, Seawoodard19, for helping me to discover the Last of Us video game and getting back into console gaming and checking that out last year at some point. I played the first game, absolutely fell in love with the story, fell in love with the game, fell in love with the mechanics. And then he suggested that I push forward and get into episode 2 or Last of Us Part 2. Wow, they took game 1 and absolutely killed it and did an amazing job with part 2. Part 2 was absolutely fantastic. I love the story. I love the characters. I love where it went. I could do a whole show on The Last of Us and how much I really enjoyed that. And because of how much I enjoyed the game series and the storytelling, I really wanted to seek out the comic books. Now, seeking out the comic books is a little bit tougher. I digress. CGC 9.8 of number 1, Last of Us, is on the hunt list at number 6. I'm going to pick up this book. I'm going to make it happen. There's statues out there to collect. There's lots of cool stuff. I want to make number 1 a center point in my collection because I love the story so damn much. I really do. And I'm not going to continue rambling on about this. Let me move on to number 5. Number 5 is I'm going to stretch my boundaries here as far as collecting, comic book collecting and everything. Number 5 really kind of stretches us as far as our collecting and what we like to do. But number 5 is going to be our very first piece of original art. Not a print, not a lithograph, not a poster, a legitimate first piece of original comic book art. That's number 5. That's what we're going after. Oof, that's gonna be tough because there are so many areas of original art and collecting, and what do you get into? What do you love? Tune in every week for unboxings and everything else, so that when this does happen, when this original art piece does happen, you guys will see it here first. I'm really excited to make this a part of our collecting goals for this season, this year, because original art's a big deal. It really is. Moving along, number 4 on our list this year will be the Saga Deluxe hardcover set, the whole set. So that's kind of neat. Number 4's got parts to it, right? There's a couple of hardcover deluxe editions. I absolutely love Saga. For those of you that haven't met me, don't know this channel, I absolutely love Saga. I love the story. I love reading it. I want to make sure that there's something on the shelf that I can grab and start reading on a regular basis, so I don't have to keep beating up the reader copies that I have. So the deluxe hardcovers are on the list. They're affordable. You get them from Amazon, many other places. I'm probably going to make some trades for some of those just because it's really easy to trade. Trade opportunity makes it kind of nice and easy. Just ship, boom, done. And they're easy to find. They're not hard to find. It's just working it into a budget at some point. So that's number 4. Moving right along, we're going to go into number 3. And you want to talk about biting off more than I can chew. Number 3 here. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about this because there's a lot happening in the market. There's a lot happening with comic books in general. But number 3, boom, picture. Andy, edit in a good picture. Boom, do it. You can do it. Edit in a sweet picture. ASM 135 and a CGC 9.6. Now, why do I want an ASM 135? Second appearance of Punisher. Boom, raw copy right up there. Second appearance of Punisher. Now, there's a lot of debate in the market right now about, is it 134 or is it 135, the second appearance of Punisher? I'm not interested in debating on which it is because, honestly, I'll turn around and make 134 in the high-grade CGC part of my collecting goals as well. I don't really care. I don't really care about cameo, first appearance, so I'm just want to add both of them at some point. But for this year, right now, CGC 9.6, white pages, mind you, white pages on the ASM 135. It's traditionally been the second appearance of the Punisher. I really want to go after that book. I should have gone after it a long time ago, because now a CGC 9.8 white pages of ASM 135 is thousands of dollars more than what I really want to pay for it. So the reason why I've selected a CGC 9.6 is I think a 9.6 is undervalued and affordable if I can find it. The problem is I've been looking and keeping an eye on this book for quite some time. CGC 9.6 in white pages, they don't come up very often, and if they do, they carry a premium, obviously. I'm hoping to find one for well under $1,000 if that's possible. But it's Amazing Spider-Man. There are a lot of Amazing Spider-Man collectors, and this is a minor key in that run, and they want to collect them in high grade, and they want white pages. That's cool. I get that. That means there's more competition on the market for this book. It's going to be one of those books where if I see a CGC 9.6 white pages, done, paid, bought, I'm going to care less about what the trend is and what the going prices are and what the 90-day averages. I'm going to take the numbers. I'm going to throw it out. When I find a CGC 9.6 white pages, I'm just going to pay for it and add it to the collection and worry about it later. It's an amazing book. It's Amazing Spider-Man. There are so many other collectors out there completing Spider-Man runs that I don't foresee this book having any sort of a dropout. I only see it gaining value. So paying up a little bit more than what it's been going for, I'm fine with it. I got to get it in the collection. I'm way overdue on that book. It's been a long time coming. As a massive Punisher collector, I should have bought that book years ago when it was much more affordable. I digress. I'm rambling. With number 3 complete, we're moving along to number 2. And you want to talk about biting off more than I can chew? Oh, good gravy. I don't know how I feel about this. I made this list months and months ago. December December I made this list, and the market's changed dramatically since I made this list. Coming in at number 2, Darth Vader, number 3, the 1 in 25 LaRocca variant. I love Dr. Aphra. I love Star Wars. I think Dr. Aphra has nothing but potential at this point. I really, really should have gotten on this boat a long time ago and picked up a 9.8. I really should have picked up a 9.8 a long time ago when it was much more affordable and I was paying attention to the book. In fact, JP Budget Collects had one available. We just couldn't afford it at the time. Really should have grabbed it then. I really should have tried to make things work, or make some trades, or try to move a book or two or something like that to make that work. Because this book went from hundreds of dollars, $5, $6, $7, $800 book, to asking prices being well at about $2,500. Asking prices are about $2,000 to $2,500 right now. Completed prices for this book are below $2,000, and it's just one of those things where the 1 in 25. I should have grabbed it when it was much more affordable. Add one to the collection. I think Dr. Aphra is an amazing character. I mean, we're talking about a female Indiana Jones for Star Wars. There's so much potential there, and it's extremely exciting. Not to mention that Darth Vader number 3 has multiple first appearances, not only just Dr. Aphra, but it's got the murder droids. The coolest freaking droids I've seen in Star Wars in a long time. The murder droids. Come on now. Super cool book. Very fun read. I really want to add that to the collection. We really want to add that to the collection. We'll get there. We'll see what happens with that. But that's number 2. So, coming in at number 1, rounding up the list at number 1, is the book that I've been searching for probably 2 years now. eBay, websites, IG, friend to friend, sending out messages. You got the old godforsaken soup can out with the strings. Please, for the love of God, somebody help me find this book. That is Saga number 1, CGC 9.8, Image First 2014 printing. If you can see up over my left shoulder, it looks like there's 2 copies up there. Well, that's the 2012 and that's the 2017 printing. There is a 2014 printing of that book, and that 2014 printing was a lot harder, a lot lower printed than what people estimate. There's a lot fewer printings of that out there. So finding that in high grade, not only finding it at all has been tough, let alone finding it in high grade, and then finding it in the CGC 9.8 has been impossible the last 2 years. That's number 1 on the list. That book I feel is affordable. That book should be $60 to $100 max, depending on the buyer, depending on the seller, depending on the market and what's happening. I feel like Saga is going to see an upward trend at some point, but as a massive mega Saga collector, that's one of the last 2 books. That's one of the last 2 books that needs to get picked up for the collection to complete a full run of 9.8 number 1s. It's been difficult. I've been searching. That's one of the ones that I look for every day. We'll see what happens with this. It's doable. It's doable if something comes to market. That's one of those books where if it shows up and somebody puts down an asking price of this, I'm going to be the person that probably hits that buy it now right away, or I'm going to be that person that definitely starts sending some messages and it's like, what do you need to make this happen right now kind of deal. So what did I say? Number 1, Saga number 1, 2014 Image First 2014 CGC in a 9.8, because literally there's 2 books left to grab for the Saga collection of number 1s. It's that 2014 Image First and the Comic-Con India. Ooh, let me move my head. This one right here. Getting that book in a high grade, graded from CGC. That's the last one then. That one in the 2014. So those last 2 books. And then that Saga collection is complete. So I'll quickly round this out one more time. If you're still here and you're still watching, I greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Why did I just snap at you? You people don't, you guys don't want me to snap at you. Hit that subscribe button and join the journey. Join the fun. We're making that push to 800 subscribers. We're going to do a big announcement after that. It's going to be a ton of fun. But let me recap this list really quick. Coming in at number 10 was the birthday book. Number 9 was The Walking Dead number 1, CGC 9.8. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. Oh, God. Number 8, Golden Age Marine Corps books. Raw, decent quality, affordability. We're gonna fit those into this year. Number 7, our first ever graded pre-code horror book. That's super cool. I've owned pre-code horror books in the past, but now I want to get a couple that are graded, at least one to start for this year. Whether it's a 0.5 or a 1.0 or a 2.0 or a 3, I just something cool that's fun that's in, you know what I mean. Oh boy, number 6, Last of Us number 1, CGC 9.8. If you don't know about The Last of Us, look it up. Number 5, first piece of original art. Ooh, boy, this is going to be huge. That's going to be huge. I wonder if I should have put that a little higher on the list. Either way. Number 4, the Saga Deluxe hardcovers, the whole series. That's my goal for 21, is to complete the whole series of deluxe hardcovers so that they're on the shelf, ready to read at a moment's notice. Absolutely. I love to read Saga. I love Saga. To be able to sit down and grab that book off the shelf at any point is going to be great. Number 3, ASM 135 CGC 9.6 in white pages. Oh boy, here we go. Number 2, Darth Vader number 3, first appearance of Dr. Aphra, the 1 in 25 La Roca variant, 9.8 CGC. Maybe I can find a downward swing to pick up that book. Either way. Number 1, Saga 2014 Image First, 9.8 CGC. Ghost book, seriously. The print run is low. It doesn't show up online anywhere, really. So somebody out there hopefully has a couple of copies that they sent to CDC at some point and will post them on eBay, somewhere easy to find. I don't know, but it's a ghost book. That means that when it comes to the Saga collection, if I'm able to score that one this year, there's only one other book to take care of, and the whole run of 9.8 or the whole run of Saga number 1 will be done, graded. But there we are. That's the list. Hope you guys had some fun. I am way late on this. I had a ton of fun coming up with the ideas for this. Editing it was a challenge. I learned a lot. We had some fun at the beginning of this. Absolutely. You guys know how I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. And I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side for the next video. And you know what? Every day, all day, every week, we're going to preach this. Cue it up.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.